Before we begin our podcast, we'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land we're recording on. For Cass, it's the Borragagal people, and for Hayley, it's the Dharawal people.
So now I can yell, Australia, Australia, and at least the French are going to understand me.
Yeah, as
You know?
opposed to the difference between Australia and Australia.
Mm.
Yeah.
Australia. The beanie's on because it's fucking cold.
Actually, like speaking of French, there was someone on TikTok and he's like, "Oh, Australians don't pronounce croissant correctly. We say croissant." And he's like, "How stupid would you sound? Could I please have a croissant?"
It's croissant. Croissant.
I haven't
like
watched
to
any of the Olympics. Has any of it started?
Yep.
No, I mean like important stuff. Not yet.
Well, the rugby sevens. So the gold. So the semi-final between Fiji and Australia, and the winner of that goes into the gold medal match.
Mhm.
Is at like midnight. And the loser of that plays the loser of South Africa and France for the bronze medal, and the winner of the two play for the gold medal. So we've only got Fiji in our way, who are the last two Olympic gold medal winners for the menses. We just watched some shooting, some indoor
shooting.
no, indoor rifle. And
Seems like a strange thing to have inside, but go on.
Yeah. And we watched the rowing. We watched them rowing. The swimming heats are on or are just about to start, I think. Can't remember. And then like all of the gold medal like races and stuff are like 4 or 5. I've been awake since 3:20 this morning. I actually watched the opening ceremony live.
Right. Anyway,
It was different. I will say before we do the intro, that Celine Dion on Le Tower de Eiffel singing in français, chef's kiss iconic. Mwah. Welcome back, Celine.
isn't she French Canadian?
She is French Canadian. Yes, that is correct.
Okay. I couldn't get a French person to sing it.
Well, any people who could sing in French, we don't actually know. Like the world doesn't know. And like Celine's comeback, man. She's got the doco on Amazon Prime. Like she's in it. And she gave it her all. It was beautiful. Beautiful. Lady Gaga. Not so chef's kiss. But you know what? She gave it a fair crack. It was a bit of a weird opening ceremony. A lot different. But I will say this.
Like Lady Gaga to
I
Celine
don't
Dion.
understand the thought process behind Lady Gaga. I get Celine Dion because she's like French and she sings in French a lot and blah, blah, blah. I don't get Lady Gaga. But, they tried something different. Wasn't a fan. Part of the thing that I was interested in with the opening ceremony was like the athletes were going to be on boats and stuff, right?
Hmm.
I'm like, how are you going to do that with 196 countries in like barges going down the Seine, right?
Hmm.
And then they just took like small pockets of the athletes. And one, I felt it was distracting for the athletes themselves because like they walk into a stadium, there's a roar when their country gets announced and everyone, like the leaders of the country are there and they're waving and all of that. And it just kind of felt slightly detached. And then my other problem was that so they choose the flag bearer. The flag bearer it's an honor and they're representing their country, carrying their flag and all of that. They're out in front. The last Olympics and this Olympics, it's a male and a female, non-binary, binary, whatever you want to call them. But because they did it on a boat and it seemed like a party atmosphere, it was almost like the flag bearer was in a mosh pit. Like they weren't out in front. And then they had some of the longer boats, they had like 4 or 5 countries on it. Right?
Mm.
And then they did it in some bizarre order. Like we were watching Norway came out before New Zealand. Alphabetically, that doesn't work.
Maybe they just had a faster boat.
Maybe the racing started, the
Mm.
boat racing started before the Olympics started. But that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Everybody, welcome to Drag Me Out. I'm Cass, and you are.
Still Haley. Nothing's
That's
changed.
awesome. And did you notice I'm actually on song today because I pointed in the right direction?
That's correct.
Yeah. And behind us is one of the bridges on the Seine with the French poofy smoke.
Boo-boo.
We are just going to talk le shit for however long Leheli deems this episode appropriate.
Yeah, we're not really going to talk about drag. We're going to touch on it a little bit, but it's
Just a little
honestly,
bit. Yep.
I
Just get it out there. Yep.
look, I watched All Stars up to episode 3, which was
Mhm.
Snatch Game,
Same.
and I basically had to force myself. I didn't want to watch it. I haven't even finished the last season
No.
of the normal RuPaul's Drag Race, and then I haven't started RuPaul's Canada. But is it who's it? Is it UK or Canada versus the
Canada
World?
versus the world. Canada
Haven't.
versus the world. Okay, so
Yeah.
I was actually having a little bit of an intellectual conversation with Ego about this a week or so ago, and I love drag, love it, but I feel that RuPaul has oversaturated the market. It was an event when you watched your 2.5 months or whatever it was, and then you had to wait 9-10 months until the next season started. There
Mm.
was a build up, there was everything. And you know I get UK, I get possibly even down under, but the fact that it's All Stars, Canada versus the world, UK versus the world, Queen of the Universe, Holland drag race, Thailand drag race, Philippine drag race, Jupiter drag race, like all of those, it's extremely oversaturating the market. And what it's doing, I don't know to anybody else out there, but what it's doing for me is it's actually starting to take away the mystery that is drag and the spectacle that is drag. And one of my biggest problems is, right? So you've got Miss Vanjie coming back for a third or fourth time. You've got Roxy Andrews coming back for a third or fourth time. Such and such coming back for a third or fourth time. So let's just say, for argument's sake, I actually know who won. But let's just say, okay, Jujubee, right? So Jujubee's not in this one, so I can't. There's no spoilers, right?
Mhm.
So Jujubee goes into her 5th incarnation of RuPaul's Drag Race, whether it's a season or an All Stars or a Versus the World or whatever it is. By the time you get to All Stars 9, All Stars 10, the quality of queens drops a little bit and it becomes watered down. So if that person comes in, Jujubee, for argument's sake, and wins, how good are they when it's a watered down version?
I feel that All Stars is elevated to the point of where they've made their money off their appearances. They can afford to pay. Some people can't. Let's talk about that
That's
later.
later. Yeah.
They can afford to pay for designers to get their outfits ready to go on to All Stars. They know they get a sheet. We already know that. That's no spoiler to say what we're going to be doing. This one is a little bit kiki kai kai because it's like, oh, look how good. Like, I want drama. That's what I watch it for. This ain't no RuPaul's Best Friend race. I get that it's like they're trying to be really positive instead of like going to eliminations and blah 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 blah. I get that. But
Mm.
can't we just like go back to season 1, season 2? Like let's just without the filter. Let's just take it back to basics again.
Yeah, strip it back. Yeah,
Strip it
absolutely.
back. It's too much. Like, yes, we did whinge when there was such a long wait between seasons because we wanted more. But I don't know if RuPaul's like, right, I'm getting up there.
Yep.
This will be my last couple years. Let's try and get as much exposure for these queens before I leave, and the show will probably take a loss on its viewership, replacing RuPaul completely.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know if that's what's pushing this so much, or they're just picking it up because it's, in the media and it's like it's the trend.
Yeah.
I don't know. I will watch it. I just
I
don't
think
feel like
it's got to
watching it
be
right
in my,
now.
like my time, not when it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just feel, as I said, I just feel that it's been oversaturated. We all know drag is not a crime, and there's a part of me that goes, the fact that this is in everyone's houses almost every week, or all of that, just will, the end goal is to prove to everybody that it's not a crime and that this is an art form and all of that. But I don't think they've got the balance right. And I think that also has to do with is it Queen of the Universe? I think, where they've just done they've just announced the queens, and Queen Kong is one of them, and Alyssa Edwards is one of them. And as for the other eight, I don't know. I don't know who they are. Right. And the reason why I don't know who they are is because there's so many incarnations of this show now.
Hmm.
There's no time. Like, you
Yeah.
have literally got All Stars 9, France just finished, and Canada versus the world. That's all in the one hit. Where's the time? There needs to be that pullback. There needs to be,
Because
you know,
some people like to wait until they're all dropped and then binge watch.
yeah,
Sort of block social media, sort of, because obviously, but there's no elimination. So in All Stars 9, so
mm,
I even if I do find out who wins, I don't really care. I will watch it. I'll watch it when I want to watch it, but I probably am going to go back to the start of normal RuPaul's Drag Race, and start from there again.
yeah,
I don't know. I guess it's like the downfall of the original series, I just feel, was with the TikTok stars. So Sugar and Spice.
so
I just
season 15.
Yeah, so it just kind of started going downhill. Not because of them, but just because of the way that they went to take it. Like, it was so blatantly obvious that they wanted those two twins to lip sync against each other.
Yeah,
That was going to be it. We have to make it happen. It has to happen. And it kind of also made fun of the twins.
yeah,
And I didn't really enjoy it because it felt a little bully.
mm,
Um, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I do want drama. I don't want Roxy Andrews bullying Jinx Monsoon again, because that was bullying. When it's
oh,
like throwing
absolutely.
shade here and there to different people, that's just the name of the game. That's
Yeah, but
drag.
what happened with Roxy and Jinx was targeted,
Yes, and it
and
was the
that's
same
not right.
person
Yeah,
all the time.
yeah,
Um, where and Jinx wasn't really biting back. Like, Jinx was
and it wasn't deserved.
no, and it was just out of pure, I'm trying to rattle you because you're my competition,
Yeah,
which I understood, but I just don't think that Roxy understood the repercussions of how she looked, especially because we're heavily into social media,
yeah.
and the backlash. Whereas, like, the first, 5 seasons, didn't really have to worry about that too much.
You just had the little thing with uh Sharon Needles and Fifi O'Hara.
Was that after the show or was that during the show?
That was
Mm,
the go back to Party City where you belong
that's right. But
thing,
Fifi O'Hara played the villain. She wanted to be the villain.
and then blamed it on the edit.
Yeah. You still
Yeah.
said it.
You said it. Exactly. You said it. Somebody else is blaming the edit. I can't remember who it is now, but like, so it's become stale.
A little produced. Like, I understand they can't force them to lose something. Like, they can't force them to lose a challenge. However, if they want that person to lose, they're going to nitpick something to the point of where you think it's this huge deal, but it's really not.
Yeah.
Or they're going to edit out. So, and that's because you've watched the Snatch Game for All Stars season 9.
Yep.
Yeah. I just want to touch on that. I don't understand why RuPaul didn't do the walkthrough with Chanel and Nina.
I don't know. See, this is we could possibly blame it on the edit this time, and maybe it was just running overtime, or I don't know. It's just something needs to change. Like, don't get me. As I said at the beginning, I love drag. I love going to see drag. We've just bought tickets to Bianca Del Rio, obviously a legacy of the show. Still love doing the Taronga thing.
But she's never done it again.
No.
Yeah.
But like, I still love the live aspect of it, and I love what the show has done to lift it. I love all of that, but it's too much. It's too thick, too fast, too condensed. There's no break between seasons of anything now. You can always just go back to something. Like, you go, oh well, you know what? Season 17 has finished, 16, whatever it is, has finished. Drag Race. Oh, UK is on.
Yeah.
UK's finished. We love the winner. Blah blah blah.
But see,
We
that's
can
what
just
I like to do between seasons was go back.
yeah, but
And
like, this isn't
that's
even. You don't even
you,
have
you
the ability to
can't.
go
You
back.
don't have time to go back.
No.
So, and
I,
that's we used to wait 3-4 months between seasons. So I would go back and start again from season 2. Sorry, Chanel.
yeah.
But I am really enjoying Chanel.
Love
I
her.
hope, yeah, she's just so humble and really genuine.
Yeah.
And I'm really liking her in this season, but I have to watch it on my own time.
Well, what they should be doing is just getting a whole bunch of those old girls from this season and just going, you know what? Season 9 of All Stars, for argument's sake, it's going to be, we're bringing back what we believe the best queens from 1, 2, 3, 4, not 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's just redo season 1. Let's
Right.
just bring them all back.
Yeah, if they want to come back. It should be something like that, but they're just not doing it, and it's fucking frustrating because it's making me, and I sent you a message today going, I really don't want to talk about Drag Race because I haven't watched it.
Yeah.
Because at this current point in time, to be honest, and I'm sorry to all the drag queens out there because I really love you all, but I don't want to watch it. Just can't. I just can't. And yes, I will get back in because I have ebbs and flows, right?
I'm the same.
But this is but usually with the ebbs and flows, you go, oh, I haven't watched drag for a couple of weeks. I'll go and watch season 9 again, or season 7, or season 6, or I don't even want to do that. No, like, some of my absolute favorite queens are in seasons that I will watch over and over and over again. But like, I just can't do it anymore. Not for a little while. I need to take a break from watching drag, but that's from watching drag on TV. However, the drama that's happening on the socials, I'm kind of in for.
I saw little bits. So the first drama that I saw was Willem getting walked out by security.
Yep.
What was that about?
Or I don't know.
Oh, that's what I was asking you.
I saw that. She probably said something derogatory about RuPaul.
What's
Don't
the
even know
beef?
who.
Like, she wasn't even a part of the expo, wasn't she? Just like walking around.
Well, she actually used to get a booth at DragCon like every year because she loved it. She loved meeting the fans and everything. And anytime she got a booth, like she could request like front right near the door, and they'd put her down the arse end where like people would have to go and look for her, and she still put up with it.
Mm.
But because obviously her and Alaska have started the Mom Network, Moguls of Media or whatever it is, um, that's a clear indication that it's a send up of WoW. It's a clear indication that they're trying to give WoW, a run for their money. Alaska has made sure that she has got her 1 foot planted in each camp to save herself, and she was at DragCon. But Willem, oh, I actually think I do know.
Mhm.
I believe that Willem accused some person or people behind the scenes of an abuse of some kind.
Okay.
I think I read it last week. Whether or not that's true, I mean, everything's alleged, guilty and innocent until proven guilty, and all of that. But Willem has pretty much been on the outer since RuPaul turfed her. And that's something that's never coming back. But you know what? That's never stopped Willem. I mean, Willem did A Star Is Born, and Willem's doing just fine. But one of the other problems that I have is the almost cruel abuse drag queens are committing against each other on social media.
Yeah.
Not a fan of it. At the same time, I kind of I enjoy the drama part, but
Do
when
you think that some of it's set up so
I
they
think
get a little
some of
bit?
it is to preserve careers. They're kind of feeling like they're a little bit down on their luck, and not booked and blessed and all of that, and might as well throw a insult or two out there to make myself a little bit relevant still. But it's also crossing over into because, and I'm sorry, but like people see it from those queens, and they think that it's okay to do it when they're drag queens themselves against other drag queens who are non-drag race related. And obviously the example this week was, two Australian queens, Felicity Frock and Pamara Fifth, where there is obviously a problem where Felicity has claimed that Pamara hasn't paid back $2,500 for services rendered, I'm assuming to make some outfits for when Pamara Fifth was on Drag Race Down Under. I'm assuming that there was contact made outside of social media and has been ignored, and that's why it's gone to social media. But I don't need to know that stuff.
That's
A
why
lot
I
of
think a lot of it's like they make it like, oh hey, how about we start a rift on social media about you not paying me something?
maybe, but then what happened to our friend Ella was not right the other week.
See, I only caught maybe half of that, and I don't remember what it was. Because
Okay,
they
so
post stories, right? And look, I'm not Instagram savvy. I still can't figure it out. What stories only last 24 hours? Is that right?
something like that, yeah.
Okay, so when I get the notification from the group chat being like, "Oh, this story did that," I try and find it. I can't find it.
Mm.
I don't know. I can't find it. So that's why I miss things, and then I can't catch up. So what happened to Ella? Please tell.
So Ella is going through transition,
Mm.
right? It's obviously an expensive thing, and Ella's not made of money. Who is? There was a GoFundMe set up by Ella for people to donate to. We donated
Mhm.
to help with the gender affirming procedures,
Mhm.
right? So a Sydney famous drag artist by the name of Tora Hyman had been slagging off Ella, saying that basically she didn't use all of the money. Ella had a post up about some designer sunglasses that she bought. Tora accused Ella of using that money to pay for the designer sunnies. And if there was any money left over, it should be returned back to the people. Now, the people who donated. One of two things that I got a problem with. A, how would you apportion it back to people?
Yeah.
The leftover. Two, I believe Ella raised about $15,000. The problem is the affirming was more than $15,000.
That's not even a part. Look, when I give money to a
I
charity,
don't
do
care.
I no, but it's not even that. Do I go at the end of the year, oh, actually, that chemo that I just donated, it only cost you 12,000 and we raised 20,000. So could you give that 8,000 back?
Yeah.
I don't care. It's donation. It's
It's a
charity.
donation.
It's
Exactly.
who cares? If
I know.
she wants to buy sunglasses with the money, like whatever.
Yeah. But the thing is, the procedures cost more than she raised. Right? So, gee, you're right. This is grainy.
Yeah,
I'm really grainy today. I don't know. Maybe it's an internet issue. I don't know.
be a camera.
Well, there's never been a problem before. It's the same laptop I've used. But anyway, we digress.
Mm.
So that played out. Hey,
Maybe just clean it.
I actually did before
Maybe
I came online.
is it wet now because you've cleaned
No,
it?
no, no, no. I used my sleeve.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's sleeve dust on it now. That's why. That's what it is. Sleeve
Sleeve
dust.
dust.
Yeah.
Shit's clean. Shit's clean, man. So, as much as I'm in for le drama, at the same time, what it comes down to is that these people are human beings,
It
right?
also gives other people who already have a bias, a prejudice, a hatred to tack on to the
Yeah.
insults.
Yeah.
And people who are different, people who are, suffering from things or wanting to change who they are and it's different and people are trying to change them, don't need the extra
But the thing
insult.
is also, you don't know what someone is like on the other side of that. And what I mean by that is, you don't know what someone's mental health is like. You don't know if that one thing is the thing that tips them over the edge. It's all well and good to be the keyboard warrior and slag somebody on social media, but you don't know if that is the one thing that just says to somebody, I'm checking out, I can't do this anymore. Right?
Mm.
How do you live with yourself for the rest of your life? You don't. Right? So that it contributes to your mental health. And then what happens is it's this snowball effect of somebody then slags you on social media. And then, it's the effect, the move on effect, it becomes ridiculous. And I'm always, and I have said this in the past, that if somebody has a problem with who I am, I'd much prefer if they just walked up and told me to my face. I respect people who do that. But, if you want to do it on social media or you want to do it for somebody else, like, my mental health is fine, but, what if it's just that one day where it's just not? And
But it's like anything. Like I don't suffer from depression. I suffer from
anxiety.
I do suffer from anxiety, but it more like I'll have my days where I just don't want to answer my
Everybody
phone,
does.
and everybody
Everyone does.
does, and
Everyone does.
but if you say a comment to me that generally on a good day I'd be like, yeah, no worries, oh, haha, so funny, but then if it's on one of those days,
And we all have them.
and we all have them, you just take things differently. So I just think people have to be more mindful, I guess. And this does have a lot to do with social media because I was watching something on TikTok, which is, the word of God, where if I comment on a video and you comment on a video, the comments you see are altered for you and the comments that I see are altered for me. So they're not the same comments.
Right.
And it's very different for men and women as well. So like my husband might see different comments to what I see because it's trying to entice you to A, comment, and B, start a rhetoric around that video. So that
Right.
algorithm caters comments for you.
So if you say it's something that's slightly offhand, as in a little bit nasty, like what the fuck is she wearing or whatever it is,
Mhm.
the comments that you are going to see are people who have that same mindset.
Generally. Or it's
Right.
just trying to start a bigger conversation. So
Well,
if yeah.
that's dangerous, man.
Mm-hmm. Because then like-minded people find other people that have the same,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, I
Yeah,
blame
no,
social media.
that's horseshit. Like, so yeah, I've been taking a little bit of a break from drag. I will get back into it. Um, I wish people would just, at the end of the day, I mean, did Tora donate money and hate the fact that she bought sunglasses? I don't know. If she didn't make a donation, what fucking business is it of hers anyway? Like
Mm.
what business is it? Um, so it's just, and it depends. Apparently, Ella said that she used the money. I don't even know
I don't
anymore
even care.
because
I don't want
I
to
don't
even
even
give it
care. Like
air.
I don't care about the fact that, you know what, our hard-earned money went to somebody who is a friend of us is going through gender, reaffirming procedures and all of that. You know what? At the end of the day, she wants to buy a pair of sunnies to make her feel better through that process. More power to you, sweetheart. Like, you know,
How do you know they
sometimes
weren't
I
on
like to.
private healthcare with Specsavers? How do you know?
Exactly. Exactly. I mean,
How do
like,
you
it's
know?
like when I go to the chemist and I buy those really awesome jelly beans because the chemist jelly beans, A, have no calories and B, make you feel better. It's a fact.
I'm gonna go buy some jelly beans tomorrow.
Yeah, they've changed the ones at the chemist.
Um,
It's not the glucose ones anymore. And the ones that they've got now are fucked. They're stupid and I hate them. So I have to find something else when I'm at the chemist and I'm not feeling very good because the jelly beans always make you feel good. It is a medical fact. Otherwise, they wouldn't sell them at the chemist.
yeah, the healthy food store. Um, Good segue. Speaking of
Yeah.
healthy food, so my go-to snacks are generally like trail mix.
Uh-huh.
And since I was a kid, I really liked, those multicolored rice crackers?
Yes.
Yeah, so some of them, there's a few different brands. Some of them are like the Asian brand. I don't know what
Where
brand
you
that
get
is.
the green one and it's always hot.
Okay, that's what I want to touch on. It's not
Okay.
anymore.
Really?
So I used to always eat everything but the green ones.
Because the green ones were hot because it
Yeah,
was like
because the green
supposed to
ones
be
are spicy.
wasabi.
No more. No more. Tried it the other day because I was like, you know what? I can handle a bit of heat
Yeah.
now. I'm an adult.
Yeah. Fuck it. Why not? I got a drink
Let's
next
get
to
it.
me. Bring it
Yeah.
on.
And I had like 3 of them and I was like, they just taste like the other rice crackers.
Maybe you just got 3 duds.
Maybe they just hung out with the other rice crackers too long and all the spiciness rubbed off. I don't know. But they're not spicy anymore.
Wow. Still not going to entice me though.
Favorite.
Like the little brown long ones and stuff. Yeah, I know the ones. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm
Little foy crisps.
I'm into brainwave sour cream and chives.
Yeah, I go through stages. I don't like the sweet chili ones. Mm-mm.
No, I don't even bother. It's sour cream and chives or bust. What I'm not a fan of is you go, I'll buy the little packs
Mhm.
and it's like 5 in a box, but the box is like fucking huge and the
Yeah,
packs are like
I
really,
know.
really, it's a waste. And then they got the hide to go, by the way, this is a recyclable box,
Thank you.
but it's huge.
I just buy the big ones and just divvy it up. Or the Harvest Snaps, they're my favorite at the moment.
I tried to get into them, but it's just not working for me. Hey, but
Not the pink ones.
um, they're the
Um,
beetroot ones. Are they?
I don't know. I didn't never eaten them. But
You've
yeah.
never eaten
We
them? You've never eaten them?
never eaten them before.
Nope.
Where did the toffee apples go in the fresh food section?
Always.
Where'd they go? I don't see them anymore.
Oh, no, because no one buys. I used to buy them all the time. I used to get like one red one and one green one every week.
You know what? They're gone.
They're the best. There is nothing better than giving yourself a nice little treat. I mean, we haven't been able to since the surgery, but before that, as I said, every week with the grocery shopping, you used to get one red one, one green one.
Although it is ironic that it was in the fresh food section.
It's an apple.
It was covered in
Doesn't
sugar.
matter. It's an apple.
So I get my
Still-
daily fruit.
Exactly. You're still getting your fruit, right? Because it's an apple.
And you're a big gum eater, right? I'm not. I usually just eat it to stay awake.
Because I'm a
But
smoker.
yeah, but you always have gum on you. I don't. Yeah, anyway.
Always.
What is it made out of?
Gelatin. Oh. I actually know the answer to this. Why do I not know the answer to this right now? It's made of God.
Is it just blue tack with flavoring? Like I don't understand.
Nah, bro. Nah. What is chewing gum? Made fucking blue tack, dickhead. Chewing gum.
Looks like. And then what it tastes
Um,
like after about 20 seconds now, because the flavor doesn't last anymore.
I wanted to say pectins, but it's not. A gum-based or gum core, which may be coated. Gum base is composed of insoluble gum-based resins, humectants, elastomers, emulsifiers, fillers, waxes, antioxidants, and softeners, sweeteners, and flavoring agents. I always get the no sugar extra.
Yeah.
That lasts a long time. I can still chew that 2 hours later and still get flavor.
Now, I did an experiment the other day where I bought about 3 or 4 different types because I was going
Yeah.
through a gum phase because I needed to stay awake. And I was like, I'm going to chew gum. And none of them lasted. I ended up with a mouthful of gum because I just keep popping. None of them. They're all shit. I remember them like lasting a lot longer when I was probably like 5-10 years ago.
A Hubba Bubba lasts for 3 chews and that's it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but that's all about the
Mentos,
blubbles.
the Mentos ones with the liquid center, they generally about the same. A little
We used
bit
to have
more.
some in the 70s and 80s that were different flavors. It wasn't mint, where you'd chew into it and it had that gel, that liquid gel thing. I used to love those. Hey,
PK, I remember used to last quite a fair amount of time.
so did Juicy Fruit.
Interesting.
And then the Arrow ones, the green ones that had the wrapped in the aluminium with the paper around them, they lasted a little while. But
Then what is it? 5? Is it the
we
brand
used to get like
5?
5, yeah,
No,
5.
the brand
You can
5.
still get them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They
Yeah.
don't last very long either.
But yeah, but because I'm a smoker, and I don't like the taste of smoke, I don't like the smell of smoke, I don't like smelling of smoke, but I'm a smoker. I have to have chewing gum, and you can admit, you can feel free to agree with this because you know it's true. I'm a very conscientious smoker.
Yes, you have said that before. And yes, I know you're a conscientious smoker.
I'm very conscientious of my breath and the person who's on the receiving end of it.
And you're conscientious of the fact that you're murdering yourself and no one else. Try to.
Well, I
Anyway,
step away from you guys when I have a cigarette, so
that's correct.
what I do to myself is entirely up to me.
That's correct.
But on the whole, yeah, I don't like to taste a cigarette. I hate it.
Yeah,
Hate it.
it's not a nice thing. Like
I have
Yeah.
never, ever, ever met a person who goes, "Don't I smell lovely today?" And like, I smell like tobacco. No,
it's
no.
their tobacco. New
It's
scent.
eau de Baccy. It's eau de Macco.
New scent by Calvin Klein.
It's the new scent by Win and Field.
Do you have a pancreas this week?
I do have a pancreas this week.
You
I
didn't
mean,
get it
we haven't
removed?
even gone through our. All right, but So we know, last time we did this podcast, I was about to pick up my car.
Yes.
So I've picked up, almost called a strawbet, Smurfette.
hmm
Smurfette is great.
Oh,
Smurfette gave us, yeah.
by the way, I think
Yep.
I might get a Smurfette,
What do you mean?
like your exact same car, because I've been looking. I drive past the same car yard every day when I take the kids to school.
The MGZS?
Yeah, and it's sitting there, it's staring at me,
Yeah.
and I think I'm convinced my husband that that's the car that we're gonna get.
It's a
We're
great
gonna get the
car.
same car. Well, that's what
Great car.
I've been sort of eyeing them off, and I wanted to see like someone get out of one. I'll be like, hey, do you like your car?
The best
Um,
part is that you can slide in and slide out. You don't have to like sit down into it and like try and get out of
that's
it. You slide
not a
in, slide
concern
out.
for me at my age, but it might be soon.
Yeah, well, I got the hip thing going on. But I mean, I love her. The MGs are just like any other car. 95% of them are always going to be good and they're going to live a long and happy life, and you're always going to get the duds.
And
Right?
that's with any car. But nowadays, and
Yeah.
people are like, oh, it's Chinese made. I'm like, so is every other fucking car. If it's not made
Yeah,
in China, the parts come from China. What's the
exactly.
difference?
Exactly. But it's a good price car.
It's a very good price car. I see one for 18,990. It probably doesn't have all the bells and whistles. That's probably why it's 18,990.
But it's probably
Uh,
secondhand.
this is an MG dealership. Could be. I don't know.
It would probably be secondhand because like it's like 23K for the car.
Yeah, but it could be
Brand
base
new.
model.
I don't have bells and whistles. All we got, so we got extras thrown in.
Mm.
So the price is 23 for a brand new.
Do they have a screen?
What do you mean?
Like an Apple
Yeah, all
screen?
cars. Yeah, all cars have them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got the screen. It's actually bigger than Trixie's. It's almost twice the size of Trixie's. But we can talk about that a little bit after
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah.
My pancreas moment. So got the new car.
Mhm.
Now, it's an SUV. I have driven an SUV before. I know how to drive big cars. I don't want anyone judging me thinking she doesn't know how to park a car, because I actually do. But one of the first vehicles I ever learned to drive was a bus. So fits right into the lesbian mold, I guess. I don't know. So here is my problem. Downstairs in my car park is where I got the hydraulic lift things. Now, Fang Trixie in there, not a problem. The new car, I'm still getting used to it a little bit. So I share one of the hydraulic hoist things with another car, downstairs neighbor. He can't park properly. He's always parking at different angles and stuff. It happens in car parks everywhere. The lines are there for a reason. Just because your car is in the lines doesn't mean that it's parked correctly. Because if you're parking it at an angle, you're making it difficult for some people to be able to park into other spots. Comprendo? So old mate downstairs can't park his fucking car. So I managed to reverse into the spot somehow. And I just want to drive into the spot because obviously with our hoist, there's a duct that comes down. And if I reverse in, right, I have to. So the reversing camera on it gives you the centimeters
Yeah.
before you, right? So in order to reverse in and not have the top part of the back of my car hit the duct, I have to be 74 centimeters away, right? Anything less than 74, the back of the car could actually get crunched against this duct. So I have to drive in because obviously the boot is lower than the back of the car. So I had to patiently wait for this fucker to finally take his car out. So when he did, I had all of the room in the world to get the car in exactly where I needed it to be to force him to park properly.
Mm.
Just fucking park properly. The lines are there for a fucking reason, you dumb piece of shit. Right? And the same at fucking service stations and service stations have got lines as well. Fucking shopping centers and all of that other stuff. The lines are there as a guide. And then what happens is when you get into those lines in the guide, you fucking straighten your car. Don't have it at like fucking 2-degree angle or whatever it is, because it fucks up everybody else in the road.
I'm gonna make you business cards that just say congratulations for parking like a fuckwit, and you can just keep them in your car and then just put them in people's car.
Dirty fucking numpties. Now, I could be the only friggin' car. I find that it's very hard for me to park between two lines if I don't have cars as guides.
Oh, 100%.
Right. It's not just me.
Yeah,
Okay.
no.
Right. And my wife always laughs.
And without lines and trying to do it with still cars around you, still hard. Still
Yeah.
quite difficult.
So I rely on a parking space in front of me lines,
Okay, yep.
an empty parking space, right? Or I'll open the door and look down and go, oh, cool, the line's there, right?
Yeah.
So I forgot where I was going with this.
You're parking your car in
Right. So I get into the lines and I look and I check and I go, oh, I'm not straight. So I straighten up for the betterment of everybody else who is going to park around me. If I can do that, why can't any other fuckers do it? I don't care how fucking much of a hurry you're in just to go to fucking Woolies to get a loaf of bread before it closes. Park your car straight. It's not that hard.
No.
And you know what? If you don't get your bread from fucking Woolies, Servos sell them too. Done.
Yeah. Unlike Cass, park it straight.
I park it, Kate.
She bit bent.
Mm. Yeah, 100%. What about you? What about your pancreas?
I was gonna do another driving one, but I'm so sick of driving till my head in. So my car, right? I've had 2 car accidents,
Yes or no?
or car on purposes, as my husband likes to refer to it as. Um, and so it's getting fixed on Monday, and it's just the grill, just
Yep.
front plastic grill, getting
Yep.
replaced. Nothing behind it's damaged. Oh, sorry, the number plate a little bit bent,
Eh,
not straight, a little bit bent.
I
Uh,
haven't hit anything and my old number plate was bent.
That's weird.
Sometimes like people just walk past and be fuckers. But anyway.
That's true. I kicked it back, so I kind of kicked it straight. Anyway, that's how you do it. That's how you fix it. Kick it straight. And then, so it's going in on Monday. And they need it for 4 days.
To fix the grill. Are they giving you a courtesy car?
No,
Ass hats.
4 days that thing's going in for.
All the more reason to try out the MGZS.
I can't just take it. Go. I'm going to take it for a test drive. I'll be back on Thursday.
Why not? You want the sale, you do it.
I was going to actually rent a car, and I had a look. It was about $160 for 4 days for a little Suzuki Swift, which wasn't actually too bad. But anyway, conveniently, I have the 4 days off of work. So we've got the other car. So I'm just going to have to drive around that monstrosity, which I fucking hate. I can't park it. I'll admit it. I can't park it. It's manual. Have you been to this house?
Yes.
Yes. You've been to have you seen our driveway? How, because of the gas main?
Yes.
It's
Yes.
very skinny. There's a certain way that you have to park it. There's a big SUV. I'm probably just going to park it on the street. Not going to lie. I'm just going to park it over there. But I do enjoy that I'm going to have 4 days off to myself. I'm just going to have to be everyone's taxi, which is just really irritating. So pancreas moment. I think that on the Wednesday, they're going to call me and be like, your car's ready. You can come pick it up. I think maybe 4 days is there, like, just in case we don't want to deal with it until Wednesday. So I think I might get my car back a bit earlier. Still a bit irritating because I've got shit on. Actually, I'm seeing Deadpool vs Wolverine tomorrow by myself like a loser because on Monday, sorry. Because the kids are at school and husband's at work, and I was like, I don't want to be in the house all by myself. So
We were going to, sorry, I didn't mention it
Yeah.
wrong. We were going to go and see it at the drive-in, take the dogs in the new car.
Mm.
And then while I was actually out having a cigarette today, thinking about it, going, oh, we should probably do it next weekend. I went, oh, it's a Disney movie. It'll be on Disney in about 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, I just thought
Seeing
I
it on
s-
big screen.
yeah, plus I I like going to the movies, and I don't really care that I'm
Yeah.
going by myself. It doesn't bother me.
No, I've done it.
I'm in a dark room. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Use my Cinnabuzz. I get little discounts, and I don't buy food because I hate the popcorn, and I usually sneak a drink in anyway. So
There's nothing that says that you can't. There's no signs.
no. And what are they going to do? Try and take it off me? Like, come at
Yeah.
me. They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They used to really. I remember when they used to like check your bags. Do you remember that?
No, because I've never experienced that.
Hmm.
But I
Bias.
don't take bags. I don't
That's
carry
true.
bags, remember?
That's true.
Yeah.
I remember them used to like check our handbags. But this is when like a packet of chips cost you what a packet of chips should cost you.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
the price of
$12.
a car. Yeah.
Yes. That's probably my pancreas. The cost of things.
Yeah.
$560 I spent at Aldi the other day.
That's insane, hey.
Like it'll probably last us a month, like meat wise. Like everything else I have to sort of stock up on. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's a lot. It's getting this cost of living is
We spent $180 on groceries and got it delivered, and it was 4 bags
yeah, I know. I
and
don't
toilet
even
paper.
like to shop at Woolies anymore. Like I'll go and I'll get the specials of stuff that we need because obviously you can't get everything from Aldi. Also,
Yep.
our Aldi now has self-checkout. Fucking hate it.
That's stupid because, like, that always appeals to the competitor in me. Like, when you would put it on the thing and they would scan it through for you, the
Mhm.
competitive side of me would come out of, "Can I beat the dude?"
Right.
Right? The cashier person. Actually, one of the things that frustrates me about Aldi is they don't deliver.
It does, but it's how they keep their prices lower
Yeah, but they
than
can make some
Woolies.
money from delivery.
Yeah, but then you got to pay someone to do it, and
Yeah, but you pay the delivery charge. It pays somebody.
yeah, I don't know. They did explain why they didn't do it. And I think it does have a lot to do with Aldi doesn't have the same products all the time. So they would have to be updating constantly due to their stock and stuff like that. So I
Yeah,
think,
but we would start buying from Aldi more. I got an Aldi 200 meters up the road and I shop at Woolworths more.
yeah, that's more convenient for you.
Yeah, well, they deliver, so it's all
Yeah.
good. Aldi have got their middle, I was actually looking because I check every now and then to see if Aldi have changed their mind for delivery.
No.
And I was actually just checking their website day before yesterday. Excuse me. And the middle aisle has a whole bunch of American stuff, like s'mores kits and blah, 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 blah this week.
You have a
I
bigger
don't know
car
how I
now.
feel.
Get lots
Right.
more groceries.
Right.
I don't know. I think they're all hit and miss. Everyone's like, oh, Aldi's, their meat shit. I'm like, I'm pretty sure they get it from the same place that Woolies and Coles do. But anyway,
They get it from, is it Jindara or something like that?
I don't know.
Their marinated lamb steaks are so good. I
Oh,
love their
marinated
marinated.
beef.
So good.
I get their boneless chicken,
Mm,
that marinated in the bag.
yep.
Pop a whole one in the oven. Done.
Good to go.
Good to
Right.
go.
Yeah. So aside from everything else, what's been happening?
It's not
You
been a
know?
great week. Like,
Yeah.
I had some stuff happen at work,
Yep.
and that's career ending for people, and it's just not. It's not something that should happen to anybody, but it does. And
Mm.
then I had a friend pass away at work as well.
Oh, sorry about that.
He had a stroke, probably a couple months ago, and he was actually doing quite well. And then on Monday, he just died.
Mm.
So,
It's
um,
going around.
it really is. And it's got a
Mm.
lot to do with, I think in the next 10 years, we'll see a lot of people just drop dead because of COVID and the long-term effects
And the
of,
vaccinations.
of the, really, really.
No, because I've been vaccinated, but that's what people are going to start to blame.
Oh, yeah, of
Although
course they are.
I have noticed a lot when I read the
Mhm.
news articles and stuff, like young 28-year-old YouTube influencer dead.
Okay, well, okay. I'm going to put it this way. So, the coronavirus, COVID, whatever, was a virus that attacked your heart.
Yep.
It weakened your heart. So if you had any underlying heart issues that could have
You're
exacerbated,
a goner.
it was
Yeah.
going to.
Yeah.
Then you add in drugs, alcohol, energy drinks,
Non-chemist jelly beans.
non-chemist jelly beans, the unhealthy jelly beans. You're
Yep.
going to have some unexplained deaths. Like my brother had a few friends that just never woke up and they're 27, 28. Like,
Yep.
and it's going to be either brain aneurysms, blood clots, or heart conditions that you didn't know you had.
Yeah.
And that's and not from vaccinations. No. It's like when they went through that whole thing that vaccinations caused autism. No.
Autism was before COVID.
Autism was before vaccinations. They just didn't know what it was.
Exactly.
Anyway, so
Exactly.
yeah, a lot of people, not people that I've known at work, but a lot of people at work, like we seem to have an increased number of people just dropping dead or not showing up to work.
Hmm.
We have a large workforce, so it's not like it's 5 people and over there Bob just doesn't come to work one day. It's,
Yep.
it is a big organization, but and it has been probably between the ages of 40 to 60, I want to say.
I'm between that age.
You are.
Smack
You
bang in the
are.
middle.
Definitely are.
It's been great. It's been a good life.
Yep. See you, bye.
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 So lucky I do get a medical every 5 years. So I'll know if I have any heart conditions later on.
Hmm. Well, I've been in and out of hospital enough over the last couple of years.
Oh,
First
wait,
thing
no.
they always check
They
is the
check your
heart.
heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Check your heart.
Yeah.
This winter, another pancreas moment, it's
Yeah,
kicking
man.
my ass.
Same.
It's like I go back to the gym on Monday. By
Yep.
Tuesday afternoon, sore throat. So I'm down for another week and a half.
Maybe you
At
should go to a
least.
different gym.
I can't. I only chose that one.
So you're the definition of insanity.
Well, it's not, I don't think it's the gym per se. I just think I get
Maybe it's
over
one
something.
particular person at the gym and they're not wiping down the equipment properly and
Well,
you're
I
just
wipe
like
down the
breathing in their
equipment.
Jimmy germs.
I wipe down the equipment and then I use it and then I wipe it down again.
Oh, you're a conscientious exerciser.
No, I just don't like other people's sweaty ball sacks.
Yeah, I got thrown around a bit a couple of weeks ago, like thrown around. Bounced back pretty quick though.
I'll still go to work and spread it because I can't afford to call in sick. So
I have the
we
option to
can
work
do.
from home and I was still
That's
going.
right.
I didn't go into the office because it was over a couple of weeks. I think maybe 2 of the days I didn't go into the office. Maybe.
But they've made it so you come in when you're sick and you call in sick when you want to do something. Like it's just sort of, and it's not just that place, it's everywhere because you then get chastised for how come you took 2 days this month? How dare you be sick for 2 days?
Yeah. We're living in a world with viruses, buddy.
Yeah.
Shit happens, people get sick. I can just do the whole thing of I'm getting old now.
Yeah, that's true.
Like we talked about on the last episode, and this, we had a couple of deaths of people who were close to us and everything. And I said to somebody, why is everybody dying around me? And she just went like this, shows you're 50. And I went, yeah. She goes, you're getting older and so is everybody else around you. This is what happens.
Yeah.
And
Like
as soon as she said that, I went, fair.
I think my mum every week got to go to a funeral.
Mm.
Like, oh, great.
Yeah.
Depressing. Although this is the not Christmas card, the birthday card that I got my husband for his birthday. I don't know if you can see it.
Oldemort.
Oldemort.
You said the word Christmas.
Yeah.
Guess what I found on YouTube?
What?
Remember my favorite Christmas movie with the hot
Oh,
dude?
yeah.
Christmas. So I've watched it twice. And it's a good thing I did it this month because I got away with it. Why? Christmas in July.
Okay. All right. I'll
Wore
give
my
you that.
beanie while I was watching it. So I too felt the cold that was the snow with my little hot Canadian man.
Even though we have
And
very hot Christmases.
yeah, but it was July. Christmas in July. We're in July. It was cold. I put my beanie on, to kind of get into the mood. And then I watched it twice, and I may watch it again after I'm sorry, at home we muck around here and call it the Olympics.
Mhm.
And every time I try to actually say it correctly, I say it wrong, and then I have to think about it. The Olympics. Once that's done, because I am in the Olympic zone.
Mhm.
I'm here for it. Hanging out for Simone Biles. Obviously the Australians, we actually bought the $15 package on Stan so we could watch the New Zealand coverage as well. Oh, I feel a little bit better seeing, they gave it a try.
Right.
You don't get awards for participating, but you can get an Olympic tattoo. Same diff. So yeah.
Right. Anything
Is that-
else? We're gonna wrap it up.
Oh, we could. You don't want to hear about how
We can hear about it next week. I have to be up at a stupid o'clock.
Well, you work a stupid job to be up at stupid o'clock.
No, I work a pretty good job. I like my job.
I like my money.
Yeah, I definitely.
I
Money,
like
the
my
money
job.
helps.
I like what I do. I like the people I directly work with.
Hmm.
I like my pay packet.
Who doesn't?
There are some parts that I'm ambivalent towards.
Yay.
So yeah, we have Only Murders in the Building starting on August 27th, 24th, 17th.
24th, 17.
Next month.
Okay. Yep.
Looking forward to that. Stellar cast. What else do we have? Not really anything else.
7,000 RuPauls. Haven't decided yet.
We will talk about things. Probably the next couple of episodes are probably not going to be drag related at all. Don't care if you care. As I said, you don't like it, you can have your money back, but it's free, so fuck you.
Start a GoFundMe so I can buy some sunglasses.
Right? Yeah, so if you want to follow us on Insta, good luck to you. Drag me out official. I get to talk about myself next week. That'll be fun. Yeah, we're Drag Me Out Official on YouTube. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, hit the bell for notification. We're on all of the podcast platforms. Leave a review, give us some stars. Leave a shit review, give us 5 stars. Just don't do it the other way around.
Yep.
That's all I ask for. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Hopefully we'll get some more episodes out between now and Only Murders in the Building. And yeah, love to everyone. Love you all. Cheesy joke time.
Cheesy joke time. I'll just
I recognize the red container.
pick a random one out.
You got this.
Why was the mathematician afraid of negative numbers?
Why?
I don't know, but he stopped at nothing to avoid them. Stupid.
Okay. I've got a cheesy joke for you. I got a cheesy
yeah.
joke. You ready? You ready?
Mhm.
How do you hide a small horse?
No.
You mask a pony.
Stupid. No.
Like the cheese. You know what I mean?
We just lost our first subscriber. Go on.
Gone.
See you, bye.
Hey, at least I didn't have to refer to a card for my cheesy joke.
I'm
Actually,
just
that
pulling
actually
them out
sounds-
random.
That sounds really sad because I committed that to memory.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Did yourself in there.
I really, really did. But we will see you next time. We love you all. I love my wife very much. I love you, wifey. Bye-bye.
Bye. Husband, I kind of like you.
Ba 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 ba. Blah, 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 blah.